Hello, my name is Amran. I have a sole proprietorship business called Amran Furniture Enterprise. So I run a furniture business. I want to buy a car for my business. I have a budget of 150,000 ringgit. So someone suggested me hire purchase. What is hire purchase? So I'm going to ask help from my nieces. They study account. So let's call them and see what they have done about my car.
Definition of hire purchase. Hire purchase is a business arrangement for buying consumer goods whereby the seller allows the buyer to pay by installment for the goods bought and the buyer makes an initial down payment and pays the balance plus interest in installment.
So that is hire purchase.
The differences between buying the car on cash and hire purchase approach is: for the payment of hire purchase, payments are made by installment, while for cash purchase, payments are made by cash with full amount. Next, for interest of hire purchase, interest is included in the installment, while the cash purchase has no interest required. Ownership of goods for the hire purchase is possession of item not given to buyer at the moment of hire purchase agreement, but stay in financing company until the buyer has settled the payment of the item. Compared to cash purchase, even there is no payment yet, the possession of the item is given to the buyer right after sale agreement is made. Guarantor for hire purchase is required to make agreement, while cash purchase is no guarantor is needed. The law enforcement of hire purchase is Hire Purchase Act 1967. Then for cash purchase, Consumer Protection Credit Sale Regulation 2012.
Thank you. Now I know the difference between cash purchase and hire purchase. Thank you. Is there any advantage or advantages of hire purchase?
Uncle, I think you should know about advantages and disadvantages of using hire purchase approach. The first one is item can be repossessed if payments are not made. For example, when a buyer cannot repay the loan, damage may be recovered by purchasing and reselling the purchased item. The second one is no taxes charged on a hire purchase agreement. Taxes charged are typically merged into overall agreement by supplier, eliminating long-term add-on costs. In most situations, it can be settled down early. If the buyer does have money, many hire purchase policies allow everyone to settle off the contract early. For these advantages, transaction will cost more than it would otherwise. There is an existence of interest on each payment. The second one is credit score are always represented in loan repayment. Seller will avoid dealing with a company or individual intending to make purchases if they do not have a good credit history. The last one is failure to make necessary payment affect a credit history. This affects the buyer credibility to make any hire purchase agreement in the future.
Now I am aware of what the advantage and disadvantages of hire purchase. So what car do you suggest me to buy?
Hi Uncle. So based on my survey, let me tell you about comparison between Proton X70 and Honda HR-V. So the type of engine for Proton X70, which is 4 cylinders inline, 16 valve and TGDI, while for Honda HR-V is also 4 cylinders, 16 valve and IV type. Next, their displacement was same, which is 1799 cc. Moreover, full tank capacity for Honda HR-V only 50 liters, while for Proton S70 is 60 liters. Proton S70 also came out with 6 colors, such as Snow White, Ruby Red, and many more. But for Honda HR-V only have 5 color. For example, Passion Red Pearl. So lastly, the most important thing, which is their safety. Based on my survey, I saw that Proton have more safety compared with Honda CR-V. So based on the comparison, I think the best car for you to buy is Proton X70. One of the reasons why you should buy the car is because Proton have many safety installed to the car. For example, it provides you 360 camera and sensor to avoid you from getting into any crashes. It also came with airbags installed to all sides in the car, where when any emergency, so you will be safer. Secondly, the car also has foot sensor to open the boot. It will be easier for you to allow any of your company staffs into the car boot without the need of using hands. So you do not need the help of others if your hand is full. Just use your foot.
That is very convenient. So when I carry this, I don't have to use my hand anymore. Just put my leg under the boot.
Next, the car also built with a new technologies such as voice command that even allows you to take answer calls. For example, when you got a call from client while driving.
That function, I still can contact with the office without holding my phone, right? Interesting.
That's right. Lastly, you can afford to buy Proton at 70 as the price only 98,400 ringgit. The price are very suit with you and with your budget, which is 150,000 and lower. So I think the best car for you to choose is Proton at 70.
That is lower than my budget. I will definitely choose this car, Proton X70.
The best hire purchase facility provider for Mr. Amran to buy the car is CIMB Bank. The reasons why you should choose CIMB Bank are: the hire purchase rate allocated by CIMB Bank is the lowest and cheapest among banks in Malaysia, including Maybank, which is 2.85%. Other than that, Mr. Amran will be needed to pay a monthly installment of 1,738 ringgit 73 cent when he chooses CIMB Bank. The amount of installments is way lower than Maybank, as otherwise he need to pay 1,780 ringgit 58 cent. Besides, a guarantor is required for CIMB Bank hire purchase car loan. It is very ensured that the payment will still be paid even if anything happened to Mr. Amran. Furthermore, dealing process with CIMB Bank is very easy, as the eligibility or requirements just need Mr. Amran to prepare only 5 documents, which are copy of proprietor or partners NRIC who signed the HP document, copy of business registration, copy of business registration renewal, saving or current account or ASB, or tabung haji statement reflecting 3 months declared income, and the latest income tax statement with proof of tax payment.
I think I will choose AMB Bank for my hire purchase provider.
Oh, if you are saying like that, I would recommend you to choose CIMB Bank for hire purchase, because it is much easier compared to others bank.
Thank you guys for helping me finding my car and calculating the budget also. So hope you guys are successful
Thank
in
you.
your accounting field. Wait, no, everyone has left. Thank you.